Welcome back to another edition of the Side Eye Podcast. Your hosts, Tim, Scotty Appleton,
How come I don't
and
have a
Black
cool name?
Dynamite.
Damn, how come I don't have a cool name?
That you didn't choose one, bro.
I'm
Because
not
you
the one
didn't
that types them
choose
in.
one.
I don't type them in.
You got the cool. You got the coolest name. You just choose not to use it.
I
There you
didn't say
go.
that.
Yeah.
No.
You choose not to use pipes.
No. You banned me because of a prediction I made during football
Oh,
season.
dang.
And then
Well,
yeah.
That was just for the episode, I thought.
we're past that.
Yes.
I'm not the one that types them in.
So here we are.
I suppose I could type it in.
Pipes, Scotty Appleton, and Black Dynamite. Your hosts of the Side Eye Podcast, giving you our fans' point of view when it comes to Cyclone sports. Well, it's that time again, Tourney Time. Championship week leading into March Madness.
Yep.
But before we get to championship week, we look back at the week prior. And let's just get it out of the way. Caleb Grill dismissed from the team. Sucks. They have not come out and said exactly why. Some stuff was said, and he's dealing with some mental. Is that Hannibal Lecter in the background? Who's that cat with the black mask? Pipes?
What?
Is that the Celtics game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, one of them dudes must have a mask. Never mind. Anyway, I got distracted.
Reese.
Yeah. But yeah, he said some things, and we it's funny because I'd have to go back and watch, but I believe maybe we touched on maybe some erratic behavior in previous episodes. But like we talked off the air, he's dealing with back issues. And we come to find out after the dismissal that he's dealing with mental health issues. You're wondering, who knows? Was there pain medication interfering with any potential mental health medication? The whole things, it's just pure speculation at this point. We, and when I say we, I mean the three of us have heard some things. I've seen some things on the Bird app, and but until it comes out of TJ's or one of the or Caleb Grills or one of the other players, I'm just gonna leave it all as speculation.
Well, on Grills, he had a release where to me he seemed like he knew he did wrong, and he regretted what happened, and so I mean I think both sides kind of know that it was best for everybody. That's what it seemed like to me. Anyway, because even like Girl's mom, she's pretty. I wouldn't say, she's always putting stuff on Twitter, and you know how parents are today. If their kid got wronged, they're not gonna not say anything. So I think everybody knew that it was probably best for everybody. And plus, the long history that those two have had together, it had to really come to a head for
sure.
TJ to take the measures that he did with 2 games left in the season. I mean, and he's got Grill's got an extra year, for for the COVID, but technically this was his senior year. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
just sad deal that it had to come to that.
for sure. BJ, you got anything on this?
Nope.
All right. Let's move into the games for the week. Well, first, the Side Dive podcast does want to wish Caleb Grill uh, nothing but greatness in his future endeavors. You know, he wants to be remembered a Cyclone. That is, I am no Cyclone gatekeeper, but as far as I'm concerned, that is perfectly fine by me. That's how you want to get down. Get down. You're a graduate.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a graduate, but I'm still
Well,
repping Cyclones.
that's
So,
one thing. I mean, it was almost hard to read. I mean, it wasn't hard to read, but as a parent reading his statement, a lot of people in this day and age don't admit when they screwed up. You know, there's
No.
always an excuse. You know, for why I got wrong. You know, but there was none of that. So yeah, I don't have anything against the kid. I'm just sad that it ended the way it did.
for sure. And while we're talking about things that are sad, 72-69 loss to West Virginia on senior night.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. That's whack. I don't even.
Man, that's bad pour.
I'm sitting here trying to think back of where it went wrong, and I can't really.
Last three. Well, to me, it was that double technical, because before that, I was like, that was the first game in a long time that they played with that kind of energy, and it was going well. They had a 7-point lead, and then that double technical, and then it just went downhill. And to me, the last 3 minutes, I mean, we couldn't score out. You know, it seemed like they got tight. So West Virginia was playing for their tournament. You know, live.
Worst possible time to go on a 3-minute scoring drought.
Yeah.
The end of a game in a tight game.
Yeah.
You can't ask for anything worse than that. I'm trying to pull it up because I'd like to look at the play-by-play of that last.
It was good though to see in that game to see Kalsher and Holmes get back to scoring. You know, scoring at a better clip. You know.
Yeah, I mean, because Kalsher ended up with 26 and Holmes 16. So, I got the wrong half up. So those last 3 minutes, we'll break it down. Iowa State was down 8 at halftime. So, you know, there was that. And then with
I think they erased a 10-point deficit early in the second half, didn't they?
at was it 10:46? Was it 10:46? Yeah, 10:44 is when the technicals happen.
And we were up 7. We were up 7 at that point, right?
Yeah, up 6.
Okay.
And they made the 2 free throws, and then hit the 3 5-point swing, down by 1. We got back up by 3, then got back up by 5 with 9 minutes left. And then back and forth, back and forth. 3-point game with 6.5 minutes left. And then that's when the wheels came off. It was 64-60 with 3:50 left. And then it was, I would say, gets the next point with 10 seconds left.
Yeah,
The
that was
third point.
that was games 3.
Yeah.
You went 340 with nothing. Not even a free throw attempt.
No,
I mean, it was kind of crazy.
well they kind of
Missed
went
the
back
three.
to their all perimeter where they tried to win it from the perimeter. I mean, we can't do that.
Coucher misses a 3. Shun misses a layup. Holmes misses a jumper. Holmes misses a layup. Holmes misses the jumper. Lipsy misses the jumper. And then, I mean, those were the shots that were missed in between the last two baskets.
Yeah,
Our 64th and 67th point when we went 340. Those
Yeah,
were the shots that were missed.
Didn't we take a lot more threes than we did in the first half? I mean, I thought there was an inordinate amount of long balls taken versus trying to get to the bucket.
yeah, I thought. Yeah,
I mean,
Well,
and not that we shot poorly either, but
there were 6 threes taken in the first half.
okay.
15 taken in the second half.
there you go. But that's how they got back in.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say it had to have been.
Yeah. So it kind of the composures went different. I mean, you're down 8.5, and you got down as many as 10, and then that moment of lost composure might have been fine if it was just the foul on Kuntz. Well, they call it technical. Actually, they're calling it technical on Kuntz too.
Oh, was it on Kuntz? Because he kind of kicked him after when he was on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Kuntz then Grill, right?
Yeah, Kuntz and then Grill with the shove.
Oh, so we ended up with 2 technicals on that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's how they ended up with the ball, right?
Yeah. They had the two they got the 2 shots at the ball.
Okay.
Got out rebounded. I mean, only 10 turnovers, so not horrible, but not great either. But we were fouling like a motherfucker, man. 25 fouls. I mean,
shoot. It is West Virginia, though.
Yeah, I mean they had 20, we had 25.
Yeah.
How many free throw shots did each team take then?
Iowa State was 13 of 18 for 72%.
18 total.
West Virginia was 19 of 23 for 82%.
And that's how they've been winning all years.
They made more than we shot.
I was gonna say.
I mean, and they've been playing well lately. They had a chance to win at Kansas, and then they beat us. Then they go back home and they beat Kansas State this weekend. So.
I mean, it's a 17-win team.
Yeah. I mean, Bob Huggins is a great coach.
I mean, there's a reason why Big 12 is said to be the number 1 conference in basketball. I mean, this is why.
Yeah.
Because it's games like this. Nobody's going to run off and hide in the Big 12. I mean,
Well, it's like
sure. those jackasses want it again. But
well, I
every
mean,
year it's getting harder for them.
You can't make, you can't lose your composure. You can't make big mistakes and get away with it. And that's that's what happened. Yeah. I mean, if you, you're taking your chances if you're not on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, the worst team in the league is Oklahoma at 15-16. I mean, they're the only team that didn't finish above 500. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a pretty good conference.
You got 90% of the conference finishes at better than 50%.
Says you brought up, I saw this dude on Twitter today saying he can't wait to get to the SEC because they'd be a tournament team. This team would be a tournament team. But anyway,
for OU.
Yeah.
You know what? He might be right.
He probably is right.
You know what's funny is Oklahoma and Texas are gonna have to switch to being basketball schools.
Yeah.
I'll say, yeah.
So, yeah, we roll out of West Virginia feeling about as low as we can get because that was what?
Well, we were low, and then when did the grill thing happen? Didn't that happen like on Wednesday? Was that Wednesday or so?
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, then it was.
Because West Virginia was the fourth loss in a row.
Yeah.
6 of the last 7. We were skidding, and then it's like, oh, great. Here comes Baylor. I'm sorry. Oh, great. Now we got to go to Baylor.
Yeah.
Then Grill gets dismissed, and it's like, oh, hell. All hell's breaking loose.
Did last time?
It's like, do we really even want to be in a tournament?
Yeah, really. And we hadn't won at Baylor since 2015.
And then there's things like that. So the boys head down to Baylor, and in between, TJ says, you know what? We're just going to get back to trying to have some fun. Everybody's going to get their chance. The game tips off, and he was a man of his word because they looked like they were having fun, and everybody got into the game.
Well, what did you guys think about King and Jones getting the start?
I was fine with half that.
King took advantage of it too.
They both took advantage of it. They both
What'd you say?
Well.
BJ, what'd you say?
I was just saying that King took advantage of that. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Big time.
Yeah, I was perfectly fine with half of that mix. But I mean, if shaking it up is what it takes to get back on track, well then shit. I mean, shake it like a Polaroid picture.
I mean, you've been kind of banging the drum on one person not starting anymore.
Hey, dude, I think Jones started. I think he's like, I'm going to start Jones just to throw him in there and annoy people, like annoy Baylor. One of those guys out there. You're just like, man, what is up with this guy? Because Baylor's one of these tuned offensive teams. So I don't know if that was it, but
well,
if it was, that makes me giggle.
So, Coucher, Holmes, Lipsy, King, and Jones started. What was y'all's thoughts when all of a sudden Eli King is in the game?
I'm like, nothing to lose.
Right.
You know.
At this point, right? We're on a losing streak. We need something to happen. We need a trigger to set us off. Something. Yeah.
Okay.
To me,
Would that
I'm
be
like, you put those guys out there, and it's like you get in the stat book. I don't care if it's foul or something. You let us know that you were out there. You know, because like you said, you know, those guards are all such great scorers on Baylor. You know, maybe you bump them around a little bit and you're bothering them, you know, and they see a couple clank out, you know, the game's going slow, starts to get a little annoying. I don't know.
So then, what did you think when the CEO, the chief energy officer, Conrad Hawley, touched the court?
I was trying to think back. We had a lead at that point. What kind of lead we had?
I don't think it was much.
I don't think so either.
I mean, at one time, it was King, Hawley, Ward, Watson, and then I can't remember who the starter was. But I thought to myself, this motherfucker coaching like he ain't gonna be here next year. Like he getting fired and shit like that. And he's like, fuck it. You know what? I'm just gonna do me. I'm a sandlot this shit.
Well, I think I brought this up before about Ward and Watson. Obviously, both those guys have their limitations, but I just like them because they're to me their pace changes on defense. Like they're always active. So,
I mean, I was pissed when they pulled Ward out.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this dude's balling.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna take him out?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't understand why he wasn't getting minutes down the stretch. You know, because like that Kansas was it the Kansas game that we talked about when he got in there for the 2 minutes and the 2 minutes he was in there. He had the steal and the breakaway dunk. You know.
Yeah.
And then I think that was like the last time we saw him.
Feels like it.
Yeah. So, no, I like those guys. Him and Watson.
Yeah, he played 6 minutes against Texas after the KU game.
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes against Okie State, 2 against K-State, 6 against Missouri, 2 against West Virginia, and then the 7 he had yesterday against Baylor. He should have been on the motherfucking court more, giving us real energy. Not that other stuff.
Not that slogan energy.
Not we didn't. Hassan Moore is giving us the electrical kind, while Robert Jones is giving us the solar kind. Because the shit ain't gonna work unless that sun's shining. Provided that's how solar panels work. I guess they can work on ultraviolet.
You're pretty close.
But that's a whole other discussion.
Yeah.
I am not a science guy. Nobody will confuse me for Bill Nye. But as you watch that game, it's like, okay, score's just getting further and further, and it's like, and what the? I mean, even as I'm watching it happen, it's just like, is this really happening? I'm like, and I thought to myself, I'm like, I started looking around. I'm like, wait, is everybody losing on senior day? Because it seemed like everybody was losing on senior day. I mean, I feel like Texas might have been the only school that won on senior day.
West Virginia beat K-State.
So I mean, it was just weird, and I mean that they looked loose. They looked like they were having a good time. The passing was. It looked like we were watching the goddamn Globetrotters.
That was
the way they were just feeding everybody.
That was fun to watch. I mean, how many in the paint dunks did we have? I mean, there had to be at least 4.
We had a couple there since Robert Jones can't dunk.
We had about 5 dunks.
Yeah, and
but,
they were all off passes right in the middle of the lane.
Yeah,
19 assists on 26 shots.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
There it is. I mean, 14 turnovers, 19 assists. I mean, we out rebounded them 36-24. When the last time we out rebounded Baylor?
No kidding.
When's the last time we were like within 10 of Baylor?
Dude,
and to think that
both wins were 15-point wins this year.
And we out rebounded them by 12. That's insane to me. Only 18 fouls, dude. I mean, Jazz had 4. But no, that was a team that just said, fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's any ifs, ands, or buts about it. Holmes 16, Trey King, like VJ, as you said, he got his start and he made the most of it. 13 points, 7 boards. Coucher had 12. I mean, the team shot 54%, 37 from the field.
King's defensive rating was the best on the team as well.
Well, they regressed a little at the free throw line. 68%.
How many threes did we shoot?
16. 6 of 16. Baylor was 10 of 28.
Wow.
But as bad as we were at free throw shooting, they were even worse.
I know they
were 10 of 18. Shooting.
Yeah, that was crazy. I think they just thought. Oh, go ahead, BJ.
I was gonna say, don't get it twisted though. I mean, you said 6 of 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad for.
No. I was just glad we.
That's 30. I mean, that's 38%. I'll take that every game out of these men.
Got you.
And we always.
That's good. Period, though. That is good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's great for this team.
Yeah, I like that we only shot 16. That's right.
It is. I mean, hey, 40% is. I'm terrified of you shooting from outside the arc. So if you're shooting 38% as a team, that's pretty damn good.
But the Iowa State men are usually hovering around 30.
Got you. All right. Yeah. And that's
exactly. Yes.
I'm not worried about you. Right.
Yeah. Especially in that last streak. I mean, after Coucher, Coucher was hot there at the beginning of the Big 12. Well, just like you were talking about the last podcast, Vernon, where our defense still hasn't been bad through this stretch. But if we can find shooting, we're going to be okay. So.
Right. And didn't we hold Keontae to low points again? Because I think we held him to low points in the first game too.
He was.
Because was it Flagler that came up big for him this game?
Flagler had 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cryer had 13 and George had 7.
And they're talking about him being a lottery pick, right?
Who, Flagler?
No, George.
George is supposed to be.
George.
Yeah. They couldn't stop talking about him. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Um,
The scouts gonna watch that Cyclone film. Be like, no, he's not. No, he's not.
so now we turn to Big 12 championships. Play on Thursday. And who do we play? Baylor. And
Of course we do.
Yeah. And so now we have to beat a team for a third time. Ick. That does not always go so well, but they have the ability to because they've done it twice.
Yep. I mean, the other choice was going to be because we were going to finish 5 or 6, and the other choice was probably going to be Texas. Would you rather play Texas?
But it's K-State.
Oh yeah.
Texas moved up to second.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah, and K-State's third. So
right, because that was before. Right.
It didn't matter. I mean, I don't want to play any of them.
yeah. Okay.
Quite frankly, I think I'd rather have played Kansas than either of the other three.
Well,
I just think our mindset of the team is a little different when they play Kansas as opposed to those other teams.
Well, one thing I do like is that we're playing them at 11:30 in the morning again, and we're playing them in Kansas City, and there aren't going to be any Baylor fans there. So
this is true.
I like that.
Yeah,
this is true.
But it's still Baylor.
It is still Baylor,
yeah,
and they are going to be licking their fucking chops.
Correct. They're going to be pissed off.
This goddamn team. There's one game they want to win for the rest of the season. It's going to be this one.
Well,
correct.
So the bracketology I saw today still had them at a 2. Do you think that would change if they lose in the first round of the Big 12 tournament, or do you think they're locked into a 2 seed?
Who?
Baylor.
I say it changes if they lose in the first.
I think it all depends on what happens with the other 2s and 3s.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like what ranking of 2 are they?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
The top of, are they on one of the first 2s or the third or fourth 2?
I thought they were the second 2, but I can't say that for sure. So
I think it would depend on what the score of the game was, and then what would happen with the other teams. If you have all the 3s advancing, it might be hard.
Yeah.
To keep them up there. So I don't know. But we will know. All you Cyclone fans, get yourselves down to the Sprint Center. Is that what it is?
I think it's changed since. I think it's now. Yeah, it's something else now. It might be Verizon.
These people change their damn stadiums so goddamn often.
It's still Power and Light, though.
Get yourselves down to Kansas City. At least get to the Power and Light district.
Or when that's full. What's that place where all the Iowa State fans used to go?
I was going to say, and if that's full, get yourself down to Westport.
Kelly's.
Yeah, that's
down to Kelly's.
That was a damn sweat box.
Yeah. Get down there, represent, and let's push those clones on to victory. Now, lately, how the men have gone, so have the women. With the lose one, win one, or win one, lose one.
Yeah.
Because since we last spoke, the Cyclones go on the road and lose at KU. For a moment there, it looked like they were going to get run out of the gym.
Yeah.
Because it was looking nasty. KU was just having their way with the Cyclone women, and then poof, they battled back, but unfortunately It was just a little a case of too little, too late for the women, which you know somebody like me might attribute that to say I don't know fatigue.
Well, after our discussion, William, seriously, that game and the men's game, shortly there, I was like, you know what? Looks like it might be that. Might be onto something.
I mean, it's just it. I mean, if God forbid something happened to Ashley Jones,
Eesh.
I mean, good Lord, I don't know what's happening because nobody else is really shooting at a good clips. Now, Danae Fritz. Now, I say if something happened to Ashley Jones. If something happened to Danae Fritz in that KU game, it would have gotten dusted
True.
because she shot her ass off.
Yes, she did.
And
It was a magical night.
yes, and she's the only. Hey, the rest of my assignment for the returning Cyclone women's basketball players: go get your ass a tattoo this summer, so you can come back with that Danae Fritz type grit. Because in terms of rough and tumble, now Cyclone women get knocked. They're all over the floor. Loose balls getting knocked down, all that stuff. But if a fight broke out, if Danae Fritz was not on that floor, we get whitewashed. She's the only person I see with that kind of grit,
Toughest.
maybe even mean streak, where she's gonna get in there and bang and mean mug a motherfucker on top of it. I don't get if a game gets grimy, I don't know who to turn to other than her. And she showed that in that KU game on both ends because she played some good damn defense too. I mean, she may not block a whole bunch of shots, but she's always out there trying to block some damn shots, and which is just as effective sometimes. But hey, with them incoming freshmen, I encourage y'all to be more Danae Fritz and come in here with some. I mean, y'all playing the Big 12. It's rough and tumble in there too. It ain't just the men's league. I mean, the women's rough and tumble as well. But it was not a good night for Nightmare. Was not a good night for. I mean, Emily Ryan dished out. She had 10 assists, but scoring wise, she barely even shot. This was on the strength and the will of Ashley Jones and the grit of Danae Fritz. Is the only reason Iowa State only lost by 5 because they're definitely about to get the fucking doors blown off because they were down 9. Was it 9? No, 7 at the end of the first, and then 5 at half, and then it was 10 at the end of the third, and I was like, shit. They didn't even seem like there was any urgency.
Yeah, it blew up to like 17 at one point, didn't it? 17,
Yeah,
15 or 17.
yeah. So I think the fatigue is getting to these women. I always wonder, like the Big Ten women just had their tournament. Why are we a week behind?
It's I think it's gone back and forth as far as
because now it's always with the men, but it's like, damn, it sure as hell would be nice to get that an extra week. Like SEC just had their women's. I mean, if any team could use an extra week of some rest. it would be this Iowa State team.
Agreed. Rest will be good this year.
Well, I mean, they're gonna get a week.
Give us a long dramatic pause while he plays with his motherfucking.
I know. I was waiting for the.
You want some Grey Poupon while you're at it? I mean, goddamn.
Oh,
well, no, I mean,
yes.
You're gonna get the week break, but would you rather have the week break and then you play, you know, so you're still in the motions. You know, you don't have that long layoff before the tournament.
I get it.
But I'm calling bogusness of that one because I think if you've played at this point, they've played tons of games,
Right.
tons of minutes. You know their rotation. If you get a week and a week off, week and a half break, take that, refresh, get re-energized, and go. I mean, it's not like you got to work on. Actually, it just gives you more time to scout the other team. I mean, but you know what offense you're trying to run. You know what defense you need to run. Just understanding what they're going to do and how you're going to stop it. So,
right.
Yeah, I think now if it's 2 to 3 weeks, yeah, then maybe that's different. But no, week and a half, dude. They can work with that.
Yeah.
That's why I do like the Williams bringing up this whole aspect of why aren't we playing our tournaments at the same time as, for example, the Big Ten and SEC? Because this would be the year where it looks like we need that kind of rest.
Yeah. I just wonder when are the Big 12, when is the Big Ten playing those games? And same with the SEC that moved because everybody starts the same time. So when did their games get played that allowed them to be done a week earlier?
Well, I know they, at least on the men's side in the Big Ten, they start their conference games earlier. So,
I guess with more conference teams.
Yeah, well,
they
have to.
Games.
I think they. Yeah, I don't know if they play 20 games or not.
Yeah. So we rolled out of KU and came home for senior night. The second senior night for Ashley Jones. And the game went as we expected. It seemed a little dicey at first, but then, you know, all hell broke loose. And
in a good way, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah. No, poor Texas Tech just. It was 16-13 at the end of the first. I was like, oh, shit, look at Texas Tech. Hanging, doing their thing. And the second quarter started. And that's what I mean. All hell broke loose. Because the second quarter finished 27-11.
Yikes.
And Iowa State was just barn burner in that second quarter. And it was that second and third quarter. Texas Tech wasn't even around. I mean, it was a 47-21 difference in just the second and third.
Damn.
Didn't even matter that they had that 5-point swing I mean, the final was 76 in 50-52, and at no point did it seemed more like a 44-point win than a 24. I think I mentioned. Well, let's just break it down. Let's just break it down.
Here we
go. Scoring wise, you know, Ashley Jones, 22 points. She had 10 rebounds as well. Emily Ryan decided this is my shooting day. 12 points, 11 boards, 5 assists, 3 steals. I mean, that's Emily Ryan-esque.
Damn, she had 11 boards. Nice.
Yeah. Donarski had 9. Morgan Kane got the start. Oh, I should say Morgan Kane and Maggie Espinmiller also got starts for senior night. And Fritz and Dew were on the bench. So Morgan Kane had 8 points, 4 rebounds. Espinmiller had 3 points. And then on the bench, Fritz had 9. He had three pointers. And Dew had 4. And Izzy Zangaro had 9. 3 buckets, 3 free throws. She had 9 points, 5 boards, and a block.
And a couple of assists.
Huh?
And a couple of assists, too.
Yeah. So,
And 2 steals.
Fritz played 26 minutes off the bench, Dew 13, Zingaro 19. Maggie Vick got in, Dawkins got in.
Mary Kate
Mary
King.
Kay King got in, played 3 minutes, did not take a shot. Damn it!
Oh man,
That was disappointing. And
are you going to put her on your list?
She's. I need to start the Mary Kate Needs Points website or some shit like that .com. Now, when I talk about these people need to get on the floor, is it Shantavia? Is that her name? Dawkins?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Shantavia? Yep.
She needs to be on the floor because she did not handle that spot very well. She had 5 turnovers in 3 minutes.
Oh, damn.
Now, 2 of them, I don't completely put on her totally because they're pressing and you don't have your press break set up. So the girl inbounds it to her and then takes off. Well, there's no press break. West Virginia is setting up a press break. And they got two taller girls on her. So they got the length, they got her pinned in. That happened twice. And it's like, hey, call a timeout and set up a press break, homie. But yeah, you can see the tentativeness. What's so funny?
I don't know.
You're as a matter of fact, like, yo, look, Bill, call it in timeout, man. Help your player out right now. Come on.
She was probably too
Yeah,
scared.
but there goes my thing of, if you look at her stat line, it's gonna be like, God damn, she's ass.
Right.
And it's like, But my thing is that you had a huge lead. At one point, it was above 30. Why not have Maggie Vick in earlier when she can play with the starters? Why not have Dawkins in earlier when she can play with the starters? You got 5 girls out there who aren't used to wanting. You had Vic, Zingaro, Dawkins, King, and Naime Dew. So and they got Dew trying to run the point, and it's like, so you got 4 girls out there that don't play, and now you get, and at least give them Emily Ryan, at least give them the floor general, or give them Jones, give them one of the 2 stars, best players, and most calming ones, because you kind of left these women out on an island when Texas Tech still had starters in. And that's more of it. you put your backups that never play in up against first teamers, and they got kind of exposed because the game wouldn't have been that tight. But
I
that's
think
Maybe.
I think the
Yeah.
coaching staff knows that, understands that, probably throwing them out there, wanting to give them that little experience there. I mean, I'm with you on the whole aspect of, for those who miss the game and just go check out the stats. Yeah, you might look at that and be like, "Yo, yeah, she effed up. Don't put her back in." But I think the coaching staff's got that down.
Yeah, and I'll take this from a different point. You throw them out there without a net. They don't. You know, this is Big 12 basketball. This is what it's like. You don't have your seniors to bail you out. You know, this is what it's going to be like next year. You know, it's going to be your deal. You know, this is what you're going to be dealing with.
but it's not.
I know.
Because,
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I understand. But what I'm saying, let me cool off the devil by saying, but in a normal Big 12 setting, Maggie Vick, Dawkins, Zingaro, and King ain't gonna be on the floor together.
This is true. Come tournament time, we will not see them.
Shit.
Yeah.
Mary Kate King might as well come to the game in street clothes. Because even if Iowa State is up 30 points, she ain't coming in the goddamn game.
Yeah.
From now on, it's Kane, Ryan, Donarski, Jones, Fritz, Dew, and Espinmiller. And a smidgen of Zingaro. That's it.
Yeah.
For the rest of the season. Only way we see Maggie Vick, Dawkins, King is if there's a damn bus wreck. That's it. That's the only way. And then they probably cancel the shit. That's the only fucking way. So, but you know what? Me talking about the minutes for the women is nothing new. No. I've been clamoring on that for a while now. But the good news is Texas Tech came to town. The Cyclone women whipped that ass on senior night, and they got to have the starters and the seniors had a good time on the sideline celebrating. It was nice to it's nice to see that. We didn't get to see that for the men's, so at least we got to see that for the women. And now they get ready for the tournament. And they start on Friday, and lo and behold, they play Baylor. And I hate playing Baylor for both men and women.
Yeah.
That's a night game on Friday. So 7:30 on Friday is the women's game. I don't know who broadcasts. I'm assuming it's going to be ESPN.
I didn't see it for the women's side.
Yeah, I assume the men are going to be on ESPN, and the women will be on ESPN Plus.
Yeah,
more than likely.
Right.
You know,
they won't be on the goddamn Longhorn network. So that's
so if the men win, you said the women's game's on Friday. So if the men win, they'll be playing at the same time on Friday.
Well, the men will be at late game too.
Yeah. If they win and play on Friday, it'll be like 6:30.
Huh. Well, we've had that before.
But hopefully,
ESPN Plus confirmed.
Cool.
Okay. Nobody going down to Kansas City?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, neither am I.
Isabel and I got tickets for a concert Saturday night. So,
Ooh.
Who are you seeing?
Whitey Morgan and 78's Country Act.
Cool. You should have
Because
picked them for the song of the week.
could have. I didn't want to set you guys off too far, though.
Good.
You know.
So
we haven't had any country yet. Yeah, that's true.
This
That's
is true.
Yeah.
Next week.
recruiting wise, on the men's side, our favorite Iowa State recruit is going up against our alma mater.
Oh man.
Tomorrow. Wait, is it tomorrow or Tuesday?
Oh shit. Oh, that's right. 5A boys. If it's like the girls, it's gonna be tomorrow. Damn.
Okay.
I'll do a quick look, but dang.
I sent it to y'all. My memory just ain't what it used to be. But that's what happens when you drink.
I don't think you said when they were going to play. I think you just said that they were playing.
Oh, that they're playing.
Right,
Oh, yeah, I did. I just said that they're playing. So yeah, how to be a good game. I will be cheering for Ames High. Sorry, Omaha Blue, but as far as I'm concerned, you're just a Waukee high schooler right now.
He can get 40 and lose, right?
Yeah, I supposed to tell Adam Robinson, you can rush for 300 yards against Iowa State, but I'm gonna need y'all to lose by 1. And then on the girls' side, woo,
Oh no.
what?
Waukee and Ames don't play until Wednesday.
That's the quarterfinal is Wednesday.
Yeah.
So they just go back to back to back.
Yeah, March 8th, March 9th, March 10th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wednesday at what time?
Wednesday at 10:30 a.m.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to block that off at work. Just like I'm gonna have to for the Cyclone men's game.
I know that.
So Audie Crooks.
Hmm.
I think she might still be scoring points right now.
Damn.
What she went for 46 and then 49 in the final, 46 in the semi to break the record, and then 49 in the final to break the record. And
I didn't see that.
Well, just to clarify, she broke the 1A scoring record in the semis.
Okay.
And then her 49 points broke the all-time, regardless of class record.
Okay.
And Ellie Ruffridge, of anyone that's ever played 5-on-5, of course, but yeah.
So, for career scoring or tournament scoring?
So actually, she holds record for both. She holds record for both. That 49 points is for individual, and she scored 100 something. It's for career and for a postseason stretch, and for a single game. Wow. I mean, she stacked 2 40-point games, so it's like, who the hell else besides? You're right. I mean, Clark had 1 40-point game.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the highlights and I was just like, man, hey, I'm like, I was a 6-foot center. So I look, those girls she was playing against, I felt their pain. I know what it's like when you just physically outmatched in the middle. You feel fucking helpless. And they look helpless.
But I mean, I haven't seen her play a lot, but just what I've seen, and obviously she has the size advantage, almost always, but she seems so smooth. Just
got a nice soft touch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She has great hands. I mean, her hands are just, you throw it up there, and it's like, I mean, I'm not trying to compare it to Jerry Rice or Randy Moss or that nature, but honestly, you throw the basketball up there. I've seen her quadruple teamed, dude. 4 girls around her, and she's getting that ball, turns around, and like William said, it's a soft touch right off the bat.
Yeah. That's what right. That's what I caught out of it. It was just like, wow, she's just. It's just
I mean, and I mean, and I do want to give her teammates some credit too. They know how to lob. Like I was watching Caitlin Clark today, and she threw some nice lob dime passes down low to Cinzano. All of her teammates, Bishop Garrigan, knew how to do that exact same thing for her. So
Probably
yeah,
gonna cut that Caitlin Clark stuff out of this.
got
Yeah.
you, got you. Oh, but I mean, seriously though, but her teammates do a great job of getting the ball to her in the right spot, and double, triple, quadruple team don't matter. Just hard to stop, dude.
She does track too, doesn't she?
Yeah,
She's like state champ shot put, isn't
Yep.
she?
Yep.
I feel like I'm talking about Booby Miles.
And she sings the national anthem.
She does that. I was gonna say, and she sings.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, can't wait to see her with the likes of Emily Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a nasty combo. Oh, speaking of bigs for Iowa State, Suarez is going to attempt to come back on a medical.
Wow. Okay. You might not want to add this either to our discussion because I don't want to get no shit. But how the hell do those two work together then?
I don't know, but that's a
good problem to have.
Yeah.
You have. I mean,
right.
What are you going to do when they're both on the court?
But can you put both on the court?
I don't think you can put both on the court, but
if you improve Suarez's mid to long range jumper, you can.
Well, we already know she can shoot the three, Vernon. We already know that.
She has hit the occasional three.
Right.
If she can hit an 18-footer,
got you.
Oh, that's nightmarish.
So defensively, what does that look like then? What are y'all doing then? If they're both on the floor,
I think the same. I think you guys Suarez at the 4, defending a 4. I do.
All right. I'm going to keep my mouth closed.
What do you think, William?
Keep my mouth closed on that one.
What?
Hey, you know what? But I coached unorthodox. I coached to try to trick other teams. I had this lineup that I called Monster. And I literally took the 5 biggest kids I had and put them out on the court together. And it was for nothing more than pure intimidation. We weren't going to hit a single jumper. It was just going to all be post-up plays if we couldn't fast break. And then on defense, if you couldn't make your jumpers, you were screwed. Because, I mean, the kid I had playing center was as big as me. And you weren't coming in. We'll just say this: Ty was the short kid. He was a short kid in that monster group, and it's like, so I had length out top, and I had size in the middle. So you were kind of screwed. I mean, you were their teams were taking shots from the goddamn logos because they couldn't drive inside because they couldn't get bottom length out top. And then when they did go inside, they got banged around so goddamn much. Nobody was willing to keep going back in there.
Did y'all play man, or did you mix it up?
No, I played mostly man. We switched to a 1-3-1 because people just couldn't figure out how to flash somebody. And I didn't leave them in there long. I played like 2-3 minute stretch just to kind of mess with that other team and see how they react. And then, you know what? Take out a couple of bigs. Let me throw in a couple of guards. And I don't think you would have, if she's back, Suarez and Cooks on the floor for like 10 minutes.
Well, no, that goes
3 minutes here. I mean, that could be a 6-point swing.
And that's kind of like what they did when we were talking about the Texas game when they beat Texas. That they played 4 different defenses and they only played 2 series of man-to-man. So it's like kind of like what you're saying. You throw some crazy stuff out there. Got a lot of size, which Iowa State is hardly ever used to.
True.
So,
It'll be like the men this year. Like all of a sudden, Iowa State men got all kinds of big men.
Yeah, we finally have some length.
Yeah, we got all kinds of good big men, and then we got Robert Jones, and then so that would be a nice problem for
He's starting
the,
with him. He is. It's not in pencil no more. He's in there. He's etched in there, starting.
Yeah.
After that big game at Baylor.
Whatever. So that's what it is, people. It's tourney time. It's that time of the season where it's like, time to grind it out. And
so last time we talked, you guys were all about the men going on a conference tournament run. And William, you talked about your minutes thing. So would you like to see the women lose early?
I guess I would want to know how it affected their seeding.
Yeah.
I want to go to a game in Ames, so I don't want them to lose.
Well, I mean, yes, if there's a home court advantage, then win all the games you can to get a home court advantage.
Okay.
If the only way to get a home court advantage is to be Big 12 champions, then I want them to be Big 12 champions. I mean, granted, I'd like them to be Big 12 champions anyway.
Right.
But I'd also like them to get some rest. But You know what? You win as many games as you can. That's why you go out there and you plan. So I need them to win 8 games. I need them to win the next 8 games. Shit, 9 or however many you need to win to be national champions.
Man, we're talking about the NCAA, not the NBA.
Yeah.
We don't need to rest and sit, folks. Come on now.
We spent like 20 minutes talking about.
I know. Do they need?
I had to bring it up.
Do they need rest? Yeah, but same point. Let's go.
Yeah.
LFG.
That's my thought too.
All right. Which will take us into the song of the week.
Oh boy, here we go.
Sony probably owns it from somewhere.
I don't think they can. That's why. If you're playing the one I sent you, I don't think they can. Can they?
Well, we'll see. We shall see. Now, this group is new to me.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about VJ.
I did not. No, my name's Scotty, dude. Come on.
Or Scotty. Scotty might not. Scotty might know him. Me and this artist, we've got our first names in common. So without further ado, I bring to you Black Joe Lewis and the Honey Bears. I like the title. Get your shit.
Turn it up.
The other night, got my shit out in the front yard. I knew it was going on right away. But good, I lost some mind again, man. I like a fight like this. In the house, you got all my shit out in the front yard. She said, "Cause you don't love me." I said, "Girl, tell the time that I love you." She said, "No, you don't. You stay out drinking and smoking with your homeboys all damn night long. Don't even call me up and tell me where you at. You must be with your other girls." I said, "Baby, I don't know how to spell a lot of things, but I do know how to spell love."
Is this my first marriage?
I told her something like this.
No. I'm gonna go back on mute.
Come on, baby, it's cold out here. Let me up in the house. He said, "You don't ain't gonna bring me presents no more. I said, I bought you a box of chicken on the way home, but I got hungry and ate it. Sitting out there in the car because you thought you was smart locking a nigga out that door. So then she said, you don't even know my name. I said, your name, baby, is Melissa, right? She said, no, it's Roxanne. I said, I know that's not a name because she's crazy. She just want to fight with me, man. I got a present. This is talking about cook me breakfast. I said, baby, I pay the bills. You do all the cooking, right? She said, no, it's 2009. Things don't change, baby. We ain't got a black president. A lot of things don't change. I'm from the South. I know how to cook. Went down the kitchen, put my steel on the fire, put that flame on it, get it so hot. Put that grease on it, man, so it don't stick. In the wood spoon in case you got the Teflon so you don't die when you eat this shit. It smells so good, man. It smells. Come on, baby, I can't stay mad at you. Let's go back to the bedroom and make up. We get down to business. I heard a knock at the door. Who is it? This ain't PD. We're looking for Black Joe Lewis. You stand up there like this. You know what they do. Trying to tase me. I said, man, he in the back. Let me go get him for you. Went to the back door, opened up the window, put one leg out, and the other one fouled, and my girl started screaming. I said, baby, I got to go. Put my head back.
I lost it.
William.
I said that that kind of reminded me of Orange Juice Jones, The Rain.
Oh, damn. Here we go.
With the narrating and singing, narrating the story in there. No, that's good. I like that. Where you find that at?
Shit, I've been listening to him for a long time. But yeah, so I was just I can't remember if it was recommended on my Spotify or whatever, but yeah, then I was searching live stuff. He's from Austin, so yeah, he's on tour this summer. So most of the stuff's out in Colorado, but yeah, he's one of my favorites.
Cool.
You guys gonna check him out?
What?
I wouldn't mind to. He's been in Des Moines. But I had stuff going on. So
Cool. Well, all right. Well, there you have it. Another episode of the Side Dive Podcast. Tell your friends. We need more listeners. We need more subscribers.
like and subscribe.
How we've got 30, 40 people listening, and we only got 17 subscribers. It don't cost nothing to click that button. Didn't rhyme, but it was close. So go ahead and click that subscribe button. That way you will always know when the Side Eye Podcast is coming at you. It's a badge of honor to be first.
You can even get the notification too if you want. Get the notification. Bam.
Yeah, exactly. Listen to the man. He's spitting facts. He's spitting hot fire. So, Tourney Time. Y'all know how we do it around here. Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones. Let's do this.
Go Clones. Should have changed my name to Dylon.